I'm going to review what can be probably one of the best mouse on the market, the Emacs Anywhere 2S. The design of this small mouse is very sober and minimalist. Due to its size and weight, this mouse is very easy to transport, which gives it good portability. It's very comfortable, easy to handle, and its textures make it feel pleasant in the hand. It's true that it does not have the same ergonomics as its brother, the MX Master, which is more comfortable than the TUS, but still much more expensive. But overall, it provides a good reading experience. The mouse has on its sides a very pleasant texture to the touch that gives it a lot of grips when handling. It has the conventionally left and right buttons that can be interchangeable, as in the other mouse, but additionally it has two programmable sides buttons that you provide custom functionality. Additionally, it has a small button behind the scroll wheel that is also configurable. Regarding the scroll wheel, you can see that this little wheel has a normal scroll that already feels better than in most of the mouse of the market. It's very sensitive and feels and listens very well. In addition to lateral scrolling, tilting the wheel to the left or right, to move them to the sides, and as with the button on the sides, this lateral scroll is also configurable in the software that comes with the device. But without the most interesting thing that I see in this wheel is the infinite scroll that this mouse has. Pressing firmly on the wheel is released so that it can rotate freely, a feature that is very useful for scrolling through long documents or large web pages. But it has the counterpart that the mouse loves, the click integrated in the scroll wheel that usually comes in conventional mouse from other brands. It is easy to recover this function by programming some other buttons in the software to replace the function of the central key, but the experience is simply not the same. It's also not very comfortable to be pressing the wheel to activate the infinity scroll. It's true, but it's very useful, but the implementation of this function I think could have been better. With regard to multi-device connectivity, with Logitech Flow, we have the option of connecting with up to 3 devices via Bluetooth, switching between them in a very simple way with the button below that also has a very practical indicator to know which device are on. This connection has a range up to 10 meters, a range higher than generic wireless mouse, and it was surprised by how fast it connects with the computer once the mouse is turned on. Now, one of the most outstanding options of this product, and which personally I'm extremely satisfied with, it's the high precision dark file tracking technology that enables it to work on any surface, even glass, up to 400 dpi. Now I will talk about the battery that is definitely another of the most important points of this mouse. With a 500 mAh rechargeable battery that lasts up to 70 days, it can be charged very easily thanks to the micro USB port that it has in front. Also has a charge indicator on the top. The Logitech Option software allows us to configure all these features in this mouse and stand up, especially when compared to others from similar brands such as Acer or Genius that simply do not reach the handling experience that the AS2 offers. Regarding the cost of the mouse, although its price exceeds that of most average mouse, in my case, as a multimedia designer, it turns out to be an investment in which I do not have to think twice to make the decision to acquire. Its advantage, they far exceed the expense that your purchase represents. My experience of handling in the graphic environment in which I use it has been very satisfactory. I highly recommend it. On the other hand, if the medium in which you operate, speaking of system, does not beyond a word processor or database managing at the maximum graphic requirement that your work does not become a presentation or an exhibition, this mouse is not an appropriate expense. It will be in your hands undervalued, and the most recommended will be generic mouse that is normally obtained with any PC. Pros. Design. This is an attractive looking mouse. Software. Logitech Option is clean, simple and easy to use. Portable. It's lightweight, very portable and travel friendly. Battery life. 70 days on a full charge is so very good. Dark field sensor. The mouse works on all types of surface. Cons. Scroll wheel. Accidental clicks can be made when the wheel is turned. Size. People will find the mouse a bit small for prolonged usage.